3. What's up, guys? I am Goose. I am joined tonight by Mr. Morse himself.
Woo!
This is the Infinity B Team Open we hold every Saturday night, 6 p.m. PST. And we have a semifinals match between InfHaRM in the top left-hand corner, our red Protoss buddy, and in the bottom left, spawning this random, getting Terran this time as opposed to Zerg last game. We'll see if EGiNcontrol can play as Zerg. Not the real EGiNcontrol, just so you all know, but that should get us a lot of hits on YouTube.
It happens all the time with Flash's videos.
Yep, Flash gets a lot of, we do have a guy that played in here, and Flash gets all kinds of attention. Just happens to share the name of a professional player we all know and love, which is hilarious. This is WCS in Toon Valley, as HaRM is going to go scout across the map to the wrong base. But that's okay. Does not know what race his opponent is. Keep that in mind. That will definitely put a damper on his particular build. We're going to go ahead and build a proxy pylon, or what he hopes will be a proxy pylon, I'm assuming. That's his 9 pylon, maybe hiding some tech. InControl scouting cross map as well, but if he goes down, he may find this. I don't know, most people tend to go straight up into the main and then probably back out. That gateway would get spotted though, interestingly. We'll see how this goes. If he goes left, yeah, he is going left, so he's going to find his opponent over here. Expect some cheese. HaRM still does not know where his opponent is at all. Hoping that he was right with the proxy, I guess, and it is not forced cross, so that's not exactly the best possible cheese that you could build. What? No, Toon Valley is not a forced cross spawn map because it is a large ass map. Just like a few of the other maps in the pool. WCS is the latter edition of the maps, I believe, so you can have close spawns. And InControl scouting his opponent's base and going, "Where's your stuff?" Realizing that 2 possible spawn locations. I thought there was 3. I don't think.
Cross sitting on a lot. HaRM is super pissed that his cheese is not
going to work because, well, I mean, honestly, that really doesn't tend to work a lot anyway. Proxy double zealot, even with the wall off, there's really not a lot you can do. Marines just sit back here and shoot all day like. And I think he's going to realize that there's not a lot he can do here. And ironically, a 2-racks with a bunker on the top. Usually this bunker would signify a 1-on-1 build. That's most typical. I'm sure the chat's gonna have a blast with this. Nice proxy, almost proxy, semi-proxy. That's what you get for not scouting and trying to metagame the crap out of your opponent. It's the latter edition, guys.
Wah. He needs to. Yeah. Do it, HaRM. Do it. Yeah.
Yeah. When cheese fails and you have 600-something minerals, what do? Expand.
Proxy expand.
Expand.
Not just expand. Proxy expand.
I don't know if that's proxy. Technically, it's both of his bases are equidistant from his opponent. It's not like Steeps of War where everything's proxy. Even if you build behind your mineral line, that's a proxy. 4 zealots out on the map, doing that there. Trolling, I guess. I mean, this is like almost half his supplies, just these zealots right here, which is kind of sad, unfortunately.
Yeah, this map is huge.
It is a large map. I like Entombed, but you know what it is. Just gonna go ahead and send this zealot over, doing some scouting, checking the natural and the third of his opponent, who is 2-1-1-ing. He did start off with the 2-racks, and he's got that stim on the way. Most people tend to start with combat shield first, then follow up with stim. Gonna see a Marine Marauder medevac push, maybe? Whereas HaRM is just sitting on 2 gateways, no big deal. And a cyber core. A couple more zealots on the way.
Chrono boosting out probes.
Might be able to catch up in the workers count. In the worker count, he's 20 probes to 25 SCVs. I can't even talk. I can't read. I can't talk. I'm the worst caster ever. Goes ahead and salvages that bunker, and he's building reactors, so we are going to see those medevacs on the way. So 2 racks medevac push. I think he thinks the early pressure will crush his opponent, and frankly, since there's nothing going on in InfHaRM's main base, I guess we'll call that the main base, and he's just building pylons, and he only has 2 gateways at the moment. He is behind in supply. Has nice map control, though, considering he has the entire center divisible line going. I mean, he might as well just expand to the other expansion and just sit on 3 bases all over the place.
The longer this goes, the more it favors InfHaRM.
Yeah, InfHaRM might be able to catch up, definitely. I mean, with the continued probe production that he's not double producing probes, but he does have continued probe production. I think he's stopped at his main because he's just about saturated. I think he thinks he's more saturated than he is. Checking off that base. He's being very responsible about checking bases. Gonna go ahead and poke up this ramp and see what he can see. Should be able to see, yeah, a couple, the reactor tech lab. And here comes a drop, I guess. Yeah, a drop heading up towards the main base. InfHaRM's gonna have to make some key warp-ins right here. He does have 4 gateways now.
It's not done.
Not gonna be able to warp in. Yeah, you're right.
Bill has about 40 seconds on warp.
So InfHaRM's probably gonna lose his main base. And unfortunately, he's building gateways in his main base, and a forge, and all kinds of other tech. And honestly, you might as well just hide it. He should have just hit it down here. He is hiding a robo down there.
The drop is delayed.
Come on. Come on.
Warp is
just about done. Just about done. And here comes the drop in the main base. Needs to pull these probes and save them. Save your probes, InfHaRM! Save your probes! Save your anything. Oh, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah, alright, cancel some shit. And normally I would say this is GG. However, there is actually an unscouted base down here in the bottom right going on, where InControl is definitely outplaying his opponent as far as main base goes. He's sending a probe to expand to the 3rd of his natural, which is its own expansion, I guess. InfHaRM did lose his main base.
He has no idea. InfHaRM is totally in InControl's dark. Well, I can't talk. Sorry.
That's alright. We're all right there tonight. InControl does have an expansion up and going. He has not stopped playing. He realizes that he hasn't destroyed his opponent's nexus, or what he thought was his only nexus, and yet there is no vision of the map. InControl, having a little over double the supply of his opponent, is going to move out, it looks like, to the center of the map and gather up with the rest of his units, which are unfortunately going to slaughter these 3 zealots, more than likely, unless InfHaRM makes a miracle pull. And he is going to lose those 3 zealots. Oh! Run, zealots! There you go. Run to the top corner. Does force InfHaRM does force InControl to pull these units towards the zealots, hoping that they will lead him to the base. And I'm not sure if InControl thinks this is a trick, which it very well could be.
And storm.
Isn't that the case of every game that you ever played, right? Oh god, he had Templar! Ah! That's crap.
I bossed the Templar around the other day.
And zealots! No, he hurt that Marine. He did. Can't even get him. He hurt the Marine. And a War Prism dropped 4 zealots into the main base of InControl. InControl getting a taste of his own Protoss. Can I say that? And very nice. He spotted that very quickly. Go ahead and drops the zealots. And gonna go ahead and just pick them up because he doesn't feel he can do the damage. Gonna go ahead and go towards the natural of his opponent, I guess. As InfHaRM is forcing his opponent to dance all over the place. And he's gonna lose the War Prism. Oh, don't lose the War Prism. It's full of zealots. And zealots will rain from the sky. And I think, yeah, reaction time indeed. InControl has got a decent amount of control from what I can tell. moving out across the map. I think he's figured out where his opponent is and from. And there's just nothing here defending from Harm. I think this is going to be GG as he gathers up his forces, healing up his forces, moving into the base here. Unless he force fields like a mouse for like 10 minutes straight and there's medevacs. And for some reason, InControl decides to never pick up anything in the medevacs, then it'll be a different game. Force field!
Too late.
Yeah, that was a whiff, a second whiff, and I think that's going to be GG from Harm. LOL GG indeed. And InControl will move on, 2-0. Both players enjoying themselves. Yeah, that's tough.